Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me on my very first video. I'm just going to be unboxing and review this Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 85 clean version. And let's see if this figure is still a good haul or a pass. And now, let's take a look at the figure in detail. My first impression, holding this figure for the first time, is that you can feel the die-cast materials on it. Let me just remove this a bit first so we can have a better view of this figure. The high-level detail of the figure shows in the paint application. The glossy red and satin gold with gray lining really stand out in my opinion. And I think it has this weight that says you should securely display this figure in a closed display case just to avoid unnecessary accidents, tipping over. This figure comes with an interchangeable pair of hands. This one is a fixed battle hand with light up when mounted onto the figure, which has a high level of detail that Hot Toys put on it. If the figure has fixed hands, it also comes with these articulated hands that can definitely help you do some creative posing that is powered with some light up effects, which I think is a very cool feature of this figure. Now this one is the Nano Gauntlet that also has a high level of detail that you can see clearly the 6 infinity stones that light up, which I will show you later in this video. These are also articulated fingers that can give you some good motion, but for me, it is not that perfect snap finger pose that you can think of comparing to the battle damage version of this figure. However, I think with a little bit of creativity and probably some right angles, this figure can pull off some good snapping poses, which I will try to show you later in this video. Now here is Robert Downey Jr.'s head sculpt version that brought a lot of comments from within the community against Hot Toys specifically for this batch. Now looking closely at this head sculpt, you can see Robert Downey Jr. in a few angles, but in some angles it's kinda off for me because you can't help it but to compare it with the previous head sculpt released by Hot Toys, which in my opinion is far superior to this one. Now looking at the last tray in the box, this is where the movie themed display base, user manual, and the nano lightning refocuser that comes with this figure are. I think this is a very neat movie themed display base that comes with this figure. Although it has a simple printed Iron Man in front, I think this kind of display base is a great space saver in the display case because we all know that these 1/6 figures eat a lot of space. And the last accessory that comes with this figure is this nano lightning refocuser, which you can put at the back of the figure that blends seamlessly into the figure. I think some collectors do some customizations that put some LED lights into this accessory, which is a kind of cool to do. I think all Iron Man figures comes with flight pose and clamp like this one. This is to help you with this figure to do some flight pose, but avoid putting your figure in this clamp for a very long time because it may damage the figure. It also comes with the free batteries, but this won't last that long. You need to replace this eventually or probably buy a light up kit overseas. And it's also have some special tools included to help you installing these batteries into this figure. And now here it is, the Iron Man Mark 85 up close and personal. The level of detail on this figure is pretty impressive in my opinion. This is the first time I have bought a Hot Toys figure, and the super glossy red paint with satin gold really made this figure more realistic in my opinion. And with the light of effect feature in the eyes, it illuminates quite nicely here. And the detailed miniature arc reactor's high level of detail is pretty cool on hand. It also has some LED lights here and also on the back and the upper thigh. But getting the batteries into the figure is pretty challenging to do just to activate these LEDs because you have to remove these section panels, which means you need to be extra careful with a lot of patience to complete the task. So good luck on that task. Now, going back to my question, if this is a good haul or a pass, I think, in my opinion, if you're just starting out with this journey of collecting, just like me, I think it is a good haul, given the accessories, articulation, and its superb quality. But I suggest that you get the version that has an updated head sculpt, because I think Hot Toys has already addressed this concern in the recent batch release with an updated head sculpt that is not like what I've got here. Or you can still get this version with the lesser premium price in the marketplace if you do your own research, and also don't hesitate to vouch for that seller within the community before buying. And finally, at the end of the day, it's still your collection, and I'm just here sharing my thoughts and my experience through this video, with the hope that it adds value to you so that it may help you in some way to make a better sound decisions in your collection journey. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to hit me with a like and consider subscribing to the channel so that you'll be notified of any upcoming video releases. And if you have any questions about the content you've seen today, feel free to put them in the comment section below. And as always, keep your geek side up until the next one. Stay safe and bye for now.